G'day viewers, well I determined this thing's got a weak motor, unfortunately. I found some new belts for it and everything, played with it, and the motor just does not seem to have enough torque. I have seen videos of sort of things online, people are pulling the motors apart, cleaning the commutator and polishing it, and that has helped. So I'm going to do that with this machine here. So when I get a chance, I'll pull this in here apart, pull the motor out, carefully pull the motor apart and just clean the commutator up and polish it and see if that makes a difference. It's a cheap, low end, but it's pretty damn good for nowadays. Like I said, back then it wasn't it was a lower to mid-range unit, but for today's days, it's still a pretty damn good unit for the collectors. I paid next to nothing for it. I got a bunch of cassettes with it, so I got about 5 or 6 more cassettes I dug out of stash there at the tip shop where I got this from. Now I pretty much chucked it with this for free, so this was pretty damn cheap, only 10 bucks. I'm happy, 10 bucks, so this is a bargain. But normally it's sold for more than that online. That all comes off too. I love the quality, the build quality there. So I'm going to try to repair the motor like this. They are pretty widely available too, motors for these, so still a pretty damn good a good unit. I want to find one of those a later one, those Dolby C and Dolby S would be from the 90s. This has chrome and metal tape format support, only Dolby Type B. Dolby and just Type B. Again, it's a CT200 metal front. There's a plentiful, there's a pretty common, so I'm going to do my best I can to fix that. It's still a pretty damn nice unit for today's hobbyist and audio tape collectors days. I've got my eyes out for a better unit like a Yamaha or Denon Marantz or a Nakamichi. If I see a Nakamichi, I'm going to grab it if the price is right. I've had another go at this. What I've done, that chip I was talking about, I froze that chip on this board. What I've done, I actually hit that chip with a blowtorch. Got it really hot, but not stupidly hot that it starts to melt or distort it physically, but I got pretty hot. Anyway, I tried it again, and the TV seems to work now. It doesn't freeze up anymore, it works fine, but when I'm watching something on HDMI, a movie or something, just regular TV watching, it'll freeze up and with a sound I'll do an audio loop of death. Sometimes I'll do it and sometimes it won't. It's not as bad as it was, so that chip is definitely the culprit. The heat with a blowtorch seems to have fixed it, so it must have been a soldering issue. So what I'm going to try and do to counteract that freezing up every now and then, as it walks up, I'm going to find a heatsink. I've gotten some heat sinks off motherboards and off printers and things, but I've got a perfect heat sink that'll fit that. But I don't have any here on me at the moment, I don't think. I've got them in my storage. I kept them in storage in my other off-site, so yeah, I have to wait till I can go down there next and get those heat sinks. Yeah, I didn't put them in here. I've stuck them all on a piece of printer glass. I've got a heap of glass I kept out of printers, which I've stuck those heat sinks to. They're with them, so I don't have them in here. Yeah, they're in storage at the moment, so I can dig those heat sinks out and give that TV another go. Let's see if I can get it working really hard, processing some signals. See how it goes. There's a proper heat sink that'll fit that too. Same types of heat sink you use in the in these sorts of TVs. They're stuck on these little chips and everything, but yeah. This one here is still no go. This still flashes an arrow at me. It could be the panel, maybe the panel on this one. I've also got another TV which I got to fix for someone. It's got a mainboard issue as well. It's a bloody $3,500 Samsung TV. A Bormann Meyer, which is pretty much a German branded Samsung. A commercial Samsung. It's a really heavily built TV, built like a tank. An LCD, 46-inch LCD. Really nicely heavily built tank. But it would work normally, but all of a sudden it would freeze and a pitch would give like its T-con board sort of symptoms where we have bars down the screen, but it's not the LCD. I've worked that out, and the other the guy said he had it looked at, and the shop he bought it from that sells all those European expensive brands, they said they couldn't find a mainboard for it, they couldn't fix it, so they said it was definitely a mainboard. Sure enough, the symptoms that TV is giving me the same thing, it's a mainboard. So it's not a T-Con LCD panel or the power supply or anything like that, it's the mainboard playing up where the processor is. If it was a video board, your signal would be stuffed, but your menu and your on-screen display would all work fine in this case, but they weren't. Everything was distorted, everything. So, and it was doing things where it would turn off after a while, or you watch something and the picture would just freeze. And no sound, it just freeze like a bloody photo frame. Nothing, you unplug everything out the back except for the power cord and the picture would be stuck. Just become a big ass over glorified expensive photo frame pretty much until you unplugged it and did a hard reset and it wouldn't turn back on, it'd just give an orange LED. Okay, this is the fault it's given me, so I waited another 20 minutes. This is after I unplugged it again, plugged it back in and it would work fine. So yeah, it's definitely a mainboard issue with that TV. Yeah, the owner just said he's pretty confident it's a mainboard, but he wanted a second opinion, so I've confirmed it's definitely a mainboard in that TV. So yeah, it's they can't get that. I've looked online everywhere, just can't get a mainboard for it. And speaking of TVs, here's my latest vintage TV score. This thing works, it just needs I've got to replace all the paperbacks capacitors. It's got a vertical bar about that big on the screen. So yeah, capacitors. It's a Healing from 1962. It's a model 601. This is a 1962 model, as I said. It's about 2 years before they phased in PCBs or printed circuit board construction. This is point-to-point wire, which I prefer. All those paperbacks capacitors I got to go. AWV or amalgamated wireless valve. That's a brand of water tubes and the valves and the CRT. AWV, which is the valve part of AWA. It's got two roller speakers. It's got a that's a 6x9 and a little 4-inch there, Australian made speakers. Bolts through here. On the bottom, it's complete except for the back cover, which I'm going to have to make myself. It's got a screen protector so they don't scratch it. Real nice. It's funny because they told the original owners, oh, that's to make it colour. Even the dial lamp here works. This has to be unseized so I can tune it. I unseize the power button. I fix the contrast adjustment. It's got about that much of a vertical bar on the screen. So yeah, definitely capacitors, so it all works. It's a good start. It's a Washington 23-inch wide horizon. A very nice TV. It smells really vintage and good. A little for the contrast here. I fixed that, just super glued it. That's not hard to fix. If that plastic coupling breaks again, I can just get some hose clamps. There we go. Yeah. Weak plastic, I can fix that anyway. I take all that off and I can just get a bit of hose on that. That'll be easily fixed. I fixed the power button up. It's got a bit sticky and got stuck off. I just filled it up with some silicone spray and that repaired that. That's not hard to fix though. I'm going to put this back on here because this is all smashed off and I found other pieces that I go back on there. I got this reformed. I'll turn this thing up slowly in the Variac and just monitor the temperature of this. It got warm, then cooled back down again, so that's reformed. And cleaned all this up, see, so I can see a nice glow. Which is a good runner so far, it's very promising. There's my adjustments here. I've got to find the pictures online for this. I try and Google some pictures of this TV. If there's a good picture of the back of this thing, I could reference all this up and draw the holes and all the necessary signage. I can rewrite it all on there when I put the back cover on it. The people selling it said it'd be a good idea for a fish tank, but I told them no effing way. Told them what I was about, fixing TVs, collecting radios, and sure enough, they had a very nice collection of old radios. Had some old, I had an old Japanese Toshiba rice bowl from 1959, which is actually, yeah, a pretty nice collector's piece. Never seen one before, but they, yeah, they weren't willing to really part with it, especially not at a cheap price. But I can understand that. The Japanese Toshiba rice bowl radio. Look, very nice. Runs on 9-volt transistorized radio made by Taiko Shibora. You can look them up online. It's called the Rice Bowl Radio by Toshiba. First introduced in 1958. Yeah, he had a nice collection of old radios. Anyway, it's another project for me. Once I get these other TVs out the road, I can start working on that one here. So, with some more vintage restorations coming up. So, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.